What's up, TTR family? It's your boy JD, and here we are again with a new Thru The Ropes. Right next to me is not Michi Black. We got my guy Inhuman joining us today. Michi Black is feeling under the weather. He's not feeling real good. So we got Inhuman filling in. My guy wanted to step up, and we're going to give him some time to shine. So right next to Inhuman, we have RJ, main event RJ. And right next to RJ, we got Dirty Dan, Dirty Dan. You know, it's the only place for your hot debates and hot takes. It's your boy JD, and let's get it in. All right. So, Rhea Ripley, Damian split apart from Judgment Day. You got now them going against Dom and Liv. So we have a tag team thing going on here. It seemed like this was a spare of the moment decision a few days ago, thrown together. And Human, let me get how you feel about this match.
Shit. It's perfect, man. Like just how the story for one, for Damian and Liv actually just splitting up and everything and stuff. I love how Damian and Liv, Damian and Rhea splitting up and shit like that. Like I love it and everything. Rhea even got the little TT on her song, on her drawing now, and for the Terra Twins. I love how this match even started with everybody up and the John stuff. Like it works. I love how just the more and more we keep seeing Damian, he's starting to take that Undertaker like presence.
Yeah.
Is shit. And I don't know, maybe it's just a kid in me. Like I remember just seeing Undertaker when I was young, like just holy shit, like man, it's scary. And then now this boy just fucking doing it to a T. And I'm loving every bit of it. The setup for the match was cool. Again, I just feel like ever since WWE fucking changed how we seen the camera work change and everything, even now the setup for the matches are changing.
Yep.
And I love it. It started with a fucking chase and ended with as soon as the commercial break's done, boom, match started and everything.
Jey Uso style, right? Like they're in the crowd, like everybody's rumbling and like they're interacting with the people. Like it was amazing, right? And you know what? I'm about to say thank you for actually touching on that because you know I pass it off to RJ and Dirty Dan now. RJ, like how did you feel about that segment? Watching them kind of go crazy and again kind of Jey Uso style in the middle of the crowd and Damian pops up behind Rhea, like. Was that really cool? Like that was actually an amazing shot. And how do you feel like where the story is going? How did you feel about that whole entire action sequence too?
Yeah, I love everything about this. I just have like two issues with it. The first one being, is Carlito homeless? Why did he come out in the rags in like two different colored shoes?
Yeah.
I guess it was to like say that he was trying to rush to get out there, but like it looked bad. Yeah. I was like, because I think I tweeted while I was watching, because I'm just like, this doesn't look like Carlito's part of the Judgment Day. He looked like he snuck in and somehow got in the ring.
Right,
but I mean, that's whatever. But
it's like an
another
issue.
thing about this, I love the match that they're setting up, but for some reason, and I don't know why, Twitter is very vocal about this story. They really like this. I don't know why people are acting like Dom still acting like a child isn't normal for Dom. Because I don't know about y'all, but he stabbed his girl in the back, decided to take the easier way out and then go with Liv and stick with the Judgment Day and be safe. And people are acting like his actions are childish, but he's always been childish.
Yeah.
Like even with Rhea, he was a big child. That was the whole point. He literally said he needs his mommy constantly. And I know people want to spin that for like a weird sexual thing sometimes. And of course that's that's why they did it. That's why they printed all the t-shirts and all
tendies.
That. Yeah, but they're like, oh, Dom came out on Monday and said tendies on live TV. When are they gonna take him seriously? When he's not doing this, he's still doing this. Why would he randomly just grow up from this? It doesn't make any sense for me to me. And I think a lot of people wanted this to be the serious Dom heel turn. But as long as he's still linked to Liv and Rhea, why would he change his character? The character of him being stuck in the middle was the point. So he's not going to grow up from this. Even his pick on Liv in the first place it's childish. It's all childish. So I feel like that's kind of weird. But at the end of the day, I really want to see this tag match in Bash in Berlin. I'm really excited for it. I want to see Rhea pin Dom, and I don't know if they have the cojones to do it.
I think so.
I want them to. because they're also going to a
She hasn't
foreign,
been a finisher,
a foreign land.
Yeah.
So they might be able to do it.
Yeah.
I would love to see that Riptide zesty pin on Dom. I think that's how you do it to not wrap it
legs
up
in the air.
yeah. Like I don't
spicy.
think that it's it fully wraps it up, but it's a nice little tie there because we're like, oh, we're never gonna see that singles match of Dom and Rhea.
Right.
So to at least get the Riptide pin on him,
Yeah.
we'll be like, okay, at least we can do that, and then she can go back to the world title and all that. But yeah, I've loved this story. I've hated Twitter with this story, but I love this story overall as a fan. I will say that.
I agree. Dirty Dan, let's pass it off to you really quick. So speaking of dirty, right? Your guy Dirty Dom, you're a fan. So am I nowadays, man. He's been killing it. You know, I was watching the Logan Paul interview, and you know, I feel like RJ touched on that real quick, and about how people don't take him serious, and you know, maybe it is kind of his childish ways and his childish character. But how did you feel overall about his character moving forward? Do you feel like he is too childish? Do you feel like he has to almost grow up, or do you feel like this is exactly what's perfect for him, and he's absolutely killing it, and the fans just need to attach to him more, maybe?
He's killing it. They're killing it, but I don't I don't have a problem with the way he acts. Again, like RG said, he's always acted like a childish, which I'm cool with.
Right.
What I have an issue with, and maybe I'm part of the minority, I don't want Damian and Rhea to win this match.
Me either. I agree with you. I was gonna say that.
One thing they need to stop is, you gotta stop making Dom and them the cowardly lions all the fucking time.
I agree.
You gotta make, if you're gonna make them top heels, which he's getting the heat,
he's there.
You gotta make them legitimate somehow.
I agree.
I understand Rhea and Damian are the bigger opponents, so of course they're gonna like semi-destroy them. But they got Dom running all the time.
Agree.
I said this before.
I agree.
You gotta give him some aggression, dude.
Just a little.
Eventually people are gonna get tired of like the cowardly lion crap. Dom, yo man, maybe I'm giving too much credit. I feel like he could turn into like an Eddie Guerrero type character.
No, I agree, bro. I wholeheartedly agree, bro. I see
they
a lot of potential.
And even when Eddie was doing the whole coward shit, they still made him a legitimate heel.
He was going crazy.
That could win.
Yeah.
Yep. The problem they do with Dom, they always got him fucking losing.
And you know, he kind of touched on that too.
You gotta make him legitimate somewhat. You know what I mean?
Back to the Logan Paul, not to harp on it, but just because there was some real good content in there. You know, he kind of did touch on that about, you know, not being a baby face and kind of sticking out from his dad. This is why he's so harsh, kind of, and you know, his dad is like the picture baby face almost. So to see him be so heelish, I feel like so many people don't want to attach to that right away. But like, as most of us, all of us at least, agreeing to here, is that he's killing it. You know, he's doing an absolute great job. And he even touched on, funny enough, he touched on his rating in WWE 2K. He's only at 83. And that feels absolutely like murderous, because everybody knows who's Dom is. He has a huge time following. He's killing it. He can wrestle his ass off. He should be at least like 87. But, you know, that 83, it just stings. It feels like the world feels like I'm not serious. The fans boo me as soon as I talk. And that's cool. That's kind of what it is. But, like, I can't get off how I want to. I can't act how I want. I can't portray. But go ahead. Yes, RJ, go ahead.
I wanted to say about that. The whole booing thing is fine. They got to turn his mic up or something. I'm kind of over the whole he can't get a word out and then Rhea or Liv talks for him or gets him to shut up. They gotta turn his mic up or not turn them down, because it's kind of hard to do that.
Yeah, that's true.
They should just turn his mic up and make it seem like he's just, hey, like I'm talking to you or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, because it was kind of getting old before SummerSlam, and it's really gonna start getting old now.
And he's got better on the mic.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's not bad at all. He's actually really good. He was really good. When he went to SmackDown, I think, is when Kevin Owens went over there, and he like made an appearance for whatever reason, and they were all booing him. He told him to shut up, and then started talking over him, and he was fine. I think they need to put that back into him again, because post Liv, Rhea, all this, like Dan said, an Eddie Guerrero type heel, he can go get a mid-card title the second he's done here, and I think it wouldn't be out of nowhere. He's good in ring. He's not like crazy. He's not Eddie levels of amazing, right? But he's still
got room
like
for
learning.
improvement.
Yeah. He's really good on that mic when he needs to be. He's gotta sack up, tell the crowd to shut up, and then if they do have to turn up his mic because it's genuinely that loud, do that. Just let him feel like he's trying to talk or that he's talking over them, not going, like it sounds like he's yelling under the crowd.
Right.
Let him yell over the crowd, and I think he'd be fine. Because also he doesn't even say much anyways. When he's like, "I'm trying to talk," and they'll go back and be like, "I don't like you." Then the other person goes anyways.
Off, right?
Just let him talk over them.
Yeah.
Just let him do that, and I think you'll start to get the cracks. Because like I said, he is childish, and he's gonna keep being childish till after this. I think the first step to getting him out of this thing, because it is a good, a well concern that if he does break away from this, it still talks about chicken tendies and wanting to play video games. Then I'll start to be a little worried about where he's going.
Yeah.
But if they can start the scenes now, him just talking over them, talking back to Liv even, and then her getting an attitude back, like
and then they go at it a little bit,
talking back to Carlito or Finn or just even JD, because like he kind of like talked back to JD, but like JD's kind of like the punching bag, so it's like
punch down on him.
So if he starts talking back, if they start letting him talk over the crowd and stuff, I think you start to set him up. So once this is all over, you don't got to worry about setting him up again. He'll just be like, okay, I don't deal with these girls anymore. I'm gonna just wrestle and then go get the IC title, I guess.
Well, let's talk about, because you mentioned Finn and JD, I want to talk about them real quick too to wrap up this video. Where do you see Dom kind of fitting in with the new Street Trash or Judgment Day 2.0, whatever you decide to call them, I guess, moving forward? How do you feel about his placement and how Finn will be running things over there? And I'll pass this off to Inhuman, and then we'll kind of get through everybody and we'll wrap it up here. We get some quick thoughts. So how do you feel about this moving forward, and where does Dom place here, and where does even Liv place here? How does things just look moving forward, Inhuman? How do you feel?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. Even with the whole situation with the people talking over them, like with the crowd, a part of me is like, it is starting to get old, but a part of me is like, it does still kind of lend to his character. He is a childish one, and therefore he is still getting intimidated by the crowd and this and that. Now, I do agree that does need to switch up very soon. And I kind of hope that my mind always goes back to his WrestleMania entrance against his dad when he came out of the police van and everything. He had dad's mask garnish and he took it off. Like, if he goes back to a character like that, or tries to build towards that, he is a much better wrestler than he was back then. And I feel as though if he starts going back, kind of like we have the Rey Mysterio, we have the anti-Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
Try and do some nonsense like that. Or, I'm not saying you gotta turn him face, I don't care. But on the day that his dad retires, have him come out with his dad's mask as a, like, a respect drum, but he takes it off because he don't wrestle with it. He sets it to the side on some shit. Something, but he is going to need a character change, and he's going to need to show growth a lot, because everybody around him, with the exception of JD, pretty much already has a name for themselves and is up high. And I feel like with Finn there, they keep saying that ain't nobody the leader, nobody's the leader. It kind of does feel like Finn's actually just the leader. Like it feels like he's just the one calling the shots and stuff like that. And that's probably going to be how they set up for the whole thing to fall apart again.
That's what I was thinking.
But then where does everybody else go from here? I do not know. I know Finn is more than capable. He's an amazing wrestler, an amazing talent, great on the mic. He has a future.
Yeah.
Liv, after this, I don't know what she does, honestly. I mean, she's good enough to continue fighting for that belt and stuff. And if they do possibly introduce a new belt, whatever the case may be, I don't really know what she does after this.
Me either. It's gonna be rough because it's like her big moment.
Yeah, but with Dom, I'm gonna be honest. Sky's the limit.
I agree. I do agree. Yeah, yeah.
He has the best. He has the biggest potential out of everybody, simply because, one, he's still extremely young. There's more than enough storylines for him to go if he chooses to.
He has a lot of upside, like you said. Like, basically, really with him, it's his youth. His youth is really on his side. That it just works so well with him because he can take it to the next level. Dirty Dan and RJ, do you guys want to add anything about the new Judgment Day and how maybe Dom would be looking forward? Dirty Dan, pass it to you. Do you want to add anything?
I mean, where they go from here, I really don't know. But if you look, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you what I want.
Yeah, we hear that.
If you want Dom to finally have an edge to him, right? Eventually, I say he fucks up Finn.
I agree.
Since they always treat him like a child, one day
and that's where I see it going. That's where I see it going. Yeah, like I'm no longer a kid, and I'm a man type of thing, and he takes over.
Y'all treating me like a kid.
I like that. I like that. That's that.
Yeah, these chicken tendies are cold. I wanted them hotter, man. I'll beat your ass over there.
All right, so thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, please let us know in the comments. Any concerns, any comments. If you love what we're doing, please subscribe, please like, all that good stuff. We're gonna head on to our next video. If you are done watching this, please wait to the end and click on it. Till next time, y'all.